living in pandemic times. We are home. We're probably going to be home for the winter as this thing gets a little bit worse again, or we have this second wave or whatever. Social media, as Chris said, is absolutely your friend. But please make sure that you're listening to the right voices. One of the things that I see on Twitter all the time that just scares the living shit out of me, to be perfectly honest, for a lot of people that aren't in the know, is that if you go like under the screenwriting hashtag, there is so much misinformation and just bad information and, being spread by people, with 50 followers who have, written one script and they're pontificating like, and everybody, and people give them equal weight to somebody that's been working in the business for 20 years. You can't do that. So what I would say to you is, if you're on social media, make sure that you're curating your lists, that you're creating your own screenwriting list of people who are who have done it and whose voices you trust and who are giving out information that is absolutely right and timely. And again, just like everything else, demand transparency. Like, networking on Stage 32 is completely transparent because you have to stand in front of your own name. You can't create a profile with Joe 1 2 3 4 5. You can't do it. And if you do it, nobody's going to pay attention to you anyway. So there's complete transparency. You want that. You need that. And it will not only help you business-wise, but mentally right now, where everybody's feeling a little drained and everybody's feeling like a little overwhelmed, and maybe you're not being, maybe not so motivated to write. You will cut out all the negativity, and there's so much negativity on Facebook and on Twitter right now, and even on Instagram. There's so much negativity. Cut it out. Cut all that shit out. Curate your own list. Listen to trusted voices.
100%. And
off the soapbox. Good night.
That was good advice.
It's excellent advice. And we lost RB. Kind of going back, about relationships and it taking time, what's interesting is the relationship that the three of us have here. We've known each other now for probably about 5 years, I want to say. And it took me a comfortable level, probably about 2 years before I ever felt comfortable to ask Chris to read a script for me. And, it took time and it took relationship building and it took, patience. And, and we finally are at a point where, he had a script that, he wanted read, and I had no problem reading it. So again, it takes time, it's not going to happen like that overnight. So I just wanted to.
Well, something, even our relationship, generally speaking, took a while, right? So I love the idea of that. It's a long game. And also, people work with people that they know and that they trust and that they love. So, one reason that I'm going to South Africa is because of Amanda. Not you, RB, sorry.
I didn't think for a second. I know if you,
RB,
you had it your way, you'd want me not to be there, to not bust your balls.
He's a bully. He's such a ball buster. But that's really when we have our most amount of fun. But but it really is about working with people that you know and that you trust. And the only way you can do that is to develop relationships. Anything that I've ever done in this business is with people that I know. Any of the films that I produced, they were with people that I knew, people that I had made relationships with, never thinking in the beginning that we'd ever make a movie together, but eventually that's what evolved. So it really is important to develop those relationships. Patience is a virtue in this business. There's no doubt about it.